I mean, is that a bad idea to just have a bunch of homeless people outside of a school? You'd have to shoot through them like as a shield. Use homeless people as a human shield to protect the children. There's worse ideas than the ones I'm talking about. Francis Ellis is coming up. He's a fun guy from Barstool Sports. We've got a musical guest. The episode isn't that long today because I can't talk. I can't fucking speak. I just wanted to come in here and celebrate. What are we celebrating?
We're celebrating, well, there's a lot to celebrate, I suppose.
Like what?
It's Pride weekend this weekend.
It's Pride month. It's a whole month.
Yeah, well, they're doing the Pride parade this weekend.
It's a Pride parade. You think Rick Caruso will be at that? Gay people love him. They're all
really?
rich.
Yeah,
they're all lying.
Oh, come a little bit this way.
Oh, yeah, who cares? What, the 4 fat lesbians on Twitter who write for, like, no one respects, who write for these shows nobody watches on Hulu and these garbage shows on fucking Fox and shit. These 4 fat non-binary people, they don't like him. Yeah, but a lot of gay people are rich and they want Caruso when they're putting the homeless in a frying pan. So, I mean, let's cut it out. You think gay people left their homes in middle of America, you know, where their parents hated them. They came here, they got successful so that they could step in piss and shit. This is, you know what I mean? This isn't, they don't want that. But of course, there's like some fat unicorn on Twitter who's like, you know, it's just some fat woman who's cross-eyed tweeting about how Rick Caruso's like, you know, the fucking, you know, Boston Strangler. Who's the one from London?
Oh, the Jack the Ripper?
Yeah, she's like Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
And gay people don't care. So Rick Caruso go down there in suits and just putting hundreds in like Twinks fucking G-strings. Daddy Caruso. You think Rick Caruso will go down there in full leather as like a leather daddy? That'd be great. If he's on a float with billionaires, they're all just throwing money. He's dressed up like a leather daddy. And he's like, I'm going to make this city safe so you can get sucked off in a park again. He gives a big speech. He's like, this city used to be a place where you could go get AIDS in a park quietly without worrying if some fucking schizophrenic was going to throw his own shit at you, unless you were into that. Getting shit thrown at you used to be something that was prearranged in this city. Now it's not. I want to make this city safe for random strangers to suck each other's cocks without knowing each other's names on benches again the way it used to be. I want to make this city safe where women and children were horribly abused by rich people and thrown into the street to deal with it. I want to make this city safe for the people that made great art, like Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, Brett Ratner, and others. I want to make this city safe for, you know, people like Bryan Singer would take, 15-year-olds that got here from Omaha, drug them up and use them like popsicles. I want this city safe, like he's doing this speech. Because I want this city safe because it's been taken over by fat lesbians with no sense of humor. That's not what LA is about. It's about fags with guns. People are clapping. There's a woman with a baby who's crying. He's like, the movies we make are shit now. The TV shows suck. He goes, if you're anything like me, you got to watch a Filipino maid got beat to death on the dark web to come. Everybody's clapping. He goes, if you want to laugh now, you just have to watch old fucking videos of 9/11. He goes, you can't even laugh unless you're watching 9/11 videos. If you're anything like me, people are going, yeah, fuck yeah, Rick. This city's gone in a bad direction. He goes, this is a city of beautiful people that's been taken over by ugly, untalented monsters. I want fat people out of here. I want fat people to feel the shame they felt when I first moved here, where a fat woman would break down in tears after what I would say to her at a grocery store. I want that LA back. People are just screaming, Caruso, Caruso. I want cruelty back. I want evil back. By the way, I would vote for him if he did this. I bet I don't even live here, but I'm saying the reality is that's what we need, like an inspiring speech about what LA is. He's like, LA is a city about people that move here to become something. And in order to do that, they destroy everything about themselves. And then they become something completely different than the thing they were. They reinvent themselves. And then at the end of their lives, they all get trapped in these big mansions and they end up in pools. Nobody understands what it's like to be them. And they're just fucking paranoid demons. And then people want to be them. And they move here. They befriend these demons. That's what LA is. It's a city about freedom. He goes, it's the greatest city in the world. LA is such a great city. He just starts screaming. He's like, he goes, I want blood. I want blood again. People are like, yeah, this is beautiful. I mean, maybe he'll go down there Pride Week, give a real speech. He's like, lesbians used to be in the valley. Keep their mouths shut. This city is about closeted CEOs getting sucked off by fucking coked out rent boys. He's clapping. It's not about fat lesbian comedy writers who look like shit. They look like shit. They have no sense of humor. They're gross. They should be in New York. Everyone's clapping. I don't care where you went to school. That's New York shit. We don't have school shootings. Our kids are too stupid. They're all on OnlyFans. You can't traffic our kids. They traffic themselves. People are clapping. Thank you, Rick. My son's a DJ, for Christ's sake. But I mean, you know, we wish him well. He'll be fine. He'll be fine, isn't he? He's going to be okay, isn't it? Isn't it going to be okay?
It's going to be okay.
You had Francis Ellis coming up here, Barstool Sports. What did he do? He hit a woman in the head with a brick or something? Whatever. They don't let him work anymore. I think he hit a woman in the head with a brick. I don't know what he did. He must have done something. Oh, he made a joke on a blog about a woman who's dead. Well, what are you going to do? Rick Caruso laughed. Rick Caruso. He should have a video where a campaign ad where it's just some models like sucking him off. You just see her head going up and down, and he's got a gun to her head like this as he's going up and down. And he goes, you know my favorite thing about LA? He goes, some people say it's the weather. But he goes, you know what I like about it? You just see her head bobbing up and down. He's got a gun right on her head. He's like, you know what I really like about LA? He goes, I liked it. He goes, it's something that just gets in you. You can't really explain what it is. It's just a certain magic that the city has, you know, in her head. It's just, and he's like, okay, get ready. I'm close. And he's just jamming the gun in her head. He goes, I'm close. I'm close. And it's like, this ad was paid by for Rick Caruso. He'll be fine. This city's going to be fun. He'll solve it all if he gets elected.
Mm-hmm.
What's a serious proposal for the homeless? What can you really do?
I was reading in Santa Monica how they solved it in the 90s.
How'd they do it?
They ship them off.
Where do they go?
I think Palmdale.
They always put them in Palmdale.
Yeah, they give them a free bus pass and they just ship them off somewhere else.
Interesting.
Yeah. I looked up the most homeless people are in Santa Cruz, outside San Francisco, and I think my theory is they must just bus them down there because it's outside San Jose. They must just keep pushing them further and further south.
Interesting.
Mm.
I don't know what to do. Part of me thinks we should just have like burn pits where we just burn them alive. And part of me thinks we have to build affordable housing. It's between those two ideas. One of them would be a burn pit where they would be burned alive and then used to fertilize. Can you use people as fertilizer?
I don't think after you burn them.
Oh, interesting. I'm trying to avoid comparisons to the Holocaust. I don't want it to feel like the Holocaust if we burn these people. Is there a way to do a death camp that's not reminiscent of the Holocaust for homeless people in LA? Like, is there a way to do it where it's not like Holocaust vibes?
Yeah.
There's a way to do, right?
Yeah, yeah. You can use water, like a drowning.
Well, somebody told me about this thing called doula. It was this thing I didn't invest in, but it's water cremation.
Oh.
Water cremation now because it's better for the environment. So what if we just use water to cremate homeless people? You cooked them in a pot.
Oh.
So if we cooked them in a pot, you can cook people in a pot, right? So I don't know. I have two ideas. One is that we cook them in a pot. Number two, like a very big industrial pot, like it's one of the biggest pots